The job description of a pharmacist centers on the preparation, dispensing, and monitoring of medications to ensure safe and effective use. Pharmacists are licensed healthcare professionals who serve as critical links between doctors and patients, playing a key role in improving patient health through medication management, counseling, and education. Whether in hospitals, community pharmacies, clinics, or research institutions, pharmacists are entrusted with ensuring that medications are used properly, safely, and according to best medical practices. Pharmacists work at the intersection of science and patient care. They are experts in drug composition, interactions, dosages, and side effects. As medication regimens become more complex and personalized, pharmacists offer guidance not only on prescriptions but also on over-the-counter, OTC, drugs, supplements, and medical devices. Their contributions help prevent medication errors, manage chronic diseases, and support public health initiatives such as vaccination programs and health screenings. At the heart of the job description of a pharmacist is a commitment to accuracy, professionalism, and ethical responsibility. These professionals must combine technical expertise with strong communication skills to educate patients, collaborate with healthcare teams, and ensure that pharmaceutical care enhances the quality of life for individuals and communities. Primary responsibilities of a pharmacist. The primary responsibility of a pharmacist is to dispense medications accurately according to a doctor's prescription. This process involves reviewing prescriptions for clarity, legality, and potential drug interactions. Pharmacists ensure the correct dosage, form, and instructions are provided to each patient. In community pharmacies, pharmacists counsel patients on how to take medications, explain possible side effects, and offer advice on storage, food interactions, and what to do in case of a missed dose. These interactions are vital for patient understanding and adherence to treatment plans. Pharmacists also play a preventive role by providing information about OTC products, advising on common health concerns such as colds, allergies, or digestive issues, and offering services like blood pressure checks, cholesterol monitoring, and flu shots. In hospital or clinical settings, pharmacists work as part of multidisciplinary teams to review patient medication profiles, adjust dosages, and suggest alternative drugs based on a patient's condition, history, or lab results. They help optimize therapeutic outcomes and minimize adverse effects, especially in patients with complex medical needs. Another important duty is managing inventory and supply chains. Pharmacists ensure that medications are stored properly, track expiration dates, and place orders to restock essential drugs. They must also comply with regulatory requirements for controlled substances and maintain accurate records for audits. Documentation and record keeping are integral. Pharmacists document patient interactions, adverse drug reactions, and medication changes. These records are used for follow-up care and are part of legal and clinical documentation requirements. In academic or research roles, pharmacists may conduct clinical trials, study new drug formulations, or evaluate treatment protocols. Their research contributes to drug development and evidence-based practices in healthcare. Halfway through this exploration, it's clear that the job description of a pharmacist encompasses both clinical excellence and public engagement. These professionals are not only medication experts but also trusted advisors who help patients navigate their treatment journey. Essential skills and qualities for the role. Attention to detail is a non-negotiable skill for pharmacists. They must accurately interpret prescriptions, calculate dosages, and ensure that medications are dispensed without error. A single mistake could have serious consequences for a patient's health. Communication is vital. Pharmacists interact with patients, doctors, nurses, insurance providers, and regulatory bodies. They must explain complex information in clear, understandable terms, often adapting their communication style to suit different audiences. Analytical thinking helps pharmacists evaluate drug interactions, interpret lab results, and make decisions about medication alternatives. This skill is essential when treating patients with multiple conditions or unusual reactions to drugs. Ethical judgment and professionalism are at the core of pharmaceutical practice. Pharmacists handle confidential patient information, make decisions that affect health outcomes, and are expected to act with integrity, impartiality, and compassion. Scientific knowledge is another cornerstone. Pharmacists must stay updated on new medications, treatment guidelines, and pharmaceutical technologies. A strong foundation in biology, chemistry, and pharmacology is essential for interpreting clinical data and recommending treatment options. Organization and time management are important, especially in high-volume settings where multiple prescriptions must be filled promptly without compromising safety. Managing workload, prioritizing urgent requests, and maintaining a calm demeanor are crucial. Technological proficiency is increasingly necessary. Pharmacists use electronic health records, EHR, prescription software, inventory management systems, and digital communication platforms. Comfort with technology enhances efficiency and reduces the likelihood of errors. Customer service skills are particularly relevant in retail settings. Pharmacists must be approachable, empathetic, and responsive to patient concerns, even when under pressure or dealing with sensitive topics. Work environment and challenges. Pharmacists work in a variety of settings including hospitals, retail pharmacies, academic institutions, pharmaceutical companies, and government agencies. The work environment varies based on location. Community pharmacists often work behind a counter, while clinical pharmacists may do rounds with doctors and patients in hospital wards. The role can be physically demanding, requiring long hours of standing, especially in busy retail pharmacies. It can also be mentally taxing due to the high level of responsibility and the need for constant concentration. Pharmacists may work weekends, evenings, or holidays depending on the healthcare setting. Emergency situations, medication shortages, or patient complaints can add to the stress of the job, requiring emotional resilience and quick problem solving. In hospital settings, pharmacists may face ethical dilemmas related to treatment costs, limited drug availability, or complex patient conditions. Balancing clinical best practices with institutional policies and patient preferences is part of the challenge. Despite these pressures, many pharmacists find their roles fulfilling. The opportunity to make a direct impact on patient health, build trusting relationships, and contribute to public health makes pharmacy a deeply rewarding profession. Educational requirements and career path. Becoming a pharmacist typically requires a Doctor of Pharmacy, (PharmD) degree from an accredited institution. Admission to PharmD programs generally requires prior coursework in biology, chemistry, and mathematics, and often includes passing a standardized test such as the Pharmacy College Admission Test, PCAT. After completing a PharmD, graduates must pass licensure exams, such as the NAPLEX, North American Pharmacist Licensure Examination, and meet state or national licensing requirements. Some pharmacists pursue postgraduate residencies or fellowships for specialization in clinical pharmacy, oncology, pediatrics, or pharmacoeconomics. Continuing education is essential, as pharmacists must stay informed about new medications, changing regulations, and evolving treatment standards. Many also earn certifications in immunization delivery, medication therapy management, MTM, or specialized clinical areas. Career advancement may lead to positions such as pharmacy manager, clinical coordinator, director of pharmacy, or roles in regulatory affairs, research, or academia. Conclusion. The job description of a pharmacist reflects a profession that is both technically complex and deeply human-centered. Pharmacists are not merely dispensers of medicine, they are educators, advocates, and collaborators who help patients achieve better health outcomes. For those who possess scientific aptitude, communication skills, and a genuine desire to improve lives, the role of a pharmacist offers a meaningful and impactful career. Whether working behind the counter or in a clinical ward, pharmacists stand as essential figures in modern healthcare, trusted, knowledgeable, and committed to patient well-being.